A mindful mama and a hot mess walk into midlife.
One of us meditates.
The other curses under her breath.
Welcome to Namaste and No Way.
Who am I besides mom and wife?
You used to have hobbies, dreams, and favorite bands. Now you have cat hair and goldfish crackers stuck to your ass. Welcome to Namaste and No Way, where one of us is on a journey to rediscover herself and the other just wants to pee alone.
Today we're asking the big question. Who are we besides mom and wife? And does she still exist under the leggings and grocery lists?
Okay, listen, I went into TJ Maxx for one throw pillow, and I left with a new swimsuit, 3 candles, a Dutch oven, and emotional clarity.
She literally called me from aisle 4 like, I think I found inner peace. And it smells like eucalyptus.
That place is magic. Designer labels, half the price, and somehow I feel like I won shopping.
It's the only store where you can find a crystal water bottle, a Calvin Klein dress, and a dog pajamas all in one cart.
Self-care? No, Max Care.
TJ Maxx for the mindful and the mildly unhinged.
Namaste at the checkout line, baby. I mean, I feel like, who were we before, right? We kind of touched upon this last week, like when we talked about like our lives before, but like who were we pre-mom, pre-wife versions of ourselves?
Yeah.
Like who do you think you were?
I mean, I feel like I've had so many versions of me, and I feel like I'm a little weird here. Like the only thing I ever really wanted to be was a mom. Like even as a kid, like if when people are like, oh, like what's your talent? Or like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I'd like make something up, but I didn't know. I had 6 majors in college. I had no idea. I wanted to be Oprah for a while.
Love that.
But yeah, I just like didn't really know. I guess I was always kind of like a multi-passionate, like curious drifter person. But one thing that I do think that I had that I didn't like realize, but because that's usually how it works, right? It's just a lot of freedom. And you had talked about that last time.
Yeah,
just like,
you had a lot of freedom.
I had
like
freedom growing up. I had a lot of freedom growing up, but I was more rigid. I was obsessed with getting.
But do you think it was because you didn't have a lot of freedom? So you were oppositional against
that I was like oppositional. My parents were just like way cooler than I was. Like I was just like a dork, and they just like. I don't think they knew what to do with me really. But it's not that we didn't have like a rules, and my mom was super, super involved, but I wouldn't call her helicoptery.
So my mom was so involved and like so helicoptery. Like she invited my 6th grade teacher to one of my birthday parties. Like when I tell you, like, it was like, I felt like I couldn't breathe at times, you know?
Okay. Yeah. I had a friend that had a mom like that, and that just wasn't my experience. Like even like I got caught having a party in high school, and my mom had to come down from New Hampshire, and like, she was like, how did you let that mom catch you? Like what is wrong? Like, she wasn't mad. She was like, I know
That's so
that
funny.
we had been dumb enough to get caught, and that like she had to drive 2 hours in the middle of the night.
So like my experience, my parents went out on a date to go dancing one night, and I went out. I was supposed to be seeing Jurassic Park for the 10th time because that was the lie that I would use.
So many lies. My friend would tell lies even when we were actually doing, like we were going mini golfing, and she'd say we're going bowling, and I'm like, why are you lying?
So I would tell my mom that we were going to see Jurassic Park because she let me go the first time.
Okay.
So I'd like, so we're going to see it again.
A safe thing to do.
Yes. So like I lied like 8 times about it.
It's your favorite movie.
But that
ever.
night, I ended up getting arrested.
Oh.
Yes. So basically I was like 16, and we were behind the mall, and I had like friends that drove, and we definitely had weed in the car. I didn't smoke weed at the time, but there was weed in the car. There was a roach on the top of the dash. I never smoked weed then. And we had clear Pepsi. Do you remember clear Pepsi?
I do.
We put vodka in the clear Pepsi containers. Okay.
That makes sense.
So when they arrested us, basically it was like snowing out. And, I remember I had to go to the bathroom so bad, and he like was like handcuffing me on the side of the, like the car. And I was like, can I just go pee right down there? And he was like, no. And like literally they let me use the bathroom, but the woman cop had to stand inside the cell with me while I peed. It was very like,
God.
yeah, it was very, and I was like 16 and my grandfather came and got me. It was so funny because I was like crying. I mean, I was like probably mildly intoxicated too. I don't know, but I was like staring up at the camera that was like facing into my jail cell. I was like, I didn't do anything wrong. Please let me out of here. Like crying to the, crying to the camera. And then my grandfather came and he got me out. He didn't get any of my other friends out. And on the way home, he's like, I was like, I didn't do anything. He's like, I know. He's like, don't tell your mother about this. And I was like,
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, no problem. Like there's no problem here. I will never tell her. She found out the next weekend, but when I lied about Jurassic Park again, but she did find out, and she was so mad at my grandfather, but I was like low key, like, wow, they're really cool. Like, and he was like, and like my mom came home, she kissed me goodnight while I was in the bed. I was like, had my face in the pillow and like, she never found out. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I got away with this. It was amazing. And when we got the car back from being impounded, all the liquor was still in it, just so you know. Isn't that so crazy? So like the clear Pepsi definitely got covered up by the clear vodka. But
that's amazing.
yeah, I mean, I feel like as having a mom that was like that, like very helicoptery. I mean, my mom was a great mom. She did everything with us. She cared a lot about us. She was like Betty Homemaker. She did everything for my brother and I. But I do feel like because she was so tight with the reins, like my brother used to sneak out of the house all the time, you know, like literally like he would like sneak out and like go to his friend's house and he'd come back at like 5:30 in the morning and I would know. And I'd be like, I don't understand why you're not getting caught. Cause I get caught for everything. Everything.
My brother and I had the opposite dynamic. So
Oh,
how are you always getting caught?
Yeah. So, and like he was always known as the goody two shoes, you know? Meanwhile, he's like thieving everything. You know what I mean? Like I told you, he used to go to the, do you remember Lechmere? It was like an old store. I do remember Lechmere. He would like put paid stickers, him and his little friend Dana, on like TVs and like boom boxes or whatever. And he would walk out of the store with the paid stickers on.
Wow.
Yeah, until he got caught one time. But
I was going to say, and he never got caught.
Yeah, no, he did. He got caught while I was in the 5, 7, and 9 dressing room. Like, yeah, and his little friend came, and I tried to act like, oh, I'm his mom. I'm going to come get him. And they were like, yeah, sure. I was like 14. I was like, of course I did not look like his mom. And my mom was like grocery shopping across the street or something. But then he had to pay restitution. He didn't have a record. Everything was fine after that. And like, for all accounts, I don't think he did steal after that. Like, I mean, but I don't think that goes away. You know, like I feel like that it's going to manifest somewhere else, you know? I don't know.
I think it depends why you're doing it, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like he just was rebelling. He needed to find
he sold them.
His rebellion.
He would sell the TVs.
Oh, wait, it was also profitable.
It was very profitable. The guy had more money like when he was like 12 than like anyone I know.
Wow.
Like hundreds of dollars of bills, like literally. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think how you were raised like also affected like your perception of like how you're supposed to be a mom?
Yes and no. Like I would say that raising my daughter, I try not to make the same I'm trying not to be helicopter mom, but I'm also trying to have control of my daughter, which she also is so much like me. It's very destabilizing, very strong-willed. And like she'll just look at me and be like, nah, I don't want to do that. And I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, oh, you're only going to have 2 books to read tonight. And like lately she's been like, I don't care. And I'm like, oh no, the books aren't working anymore. Like what's next? Like, I'm like, okay, well, I guess you don't want to go to the Weymouth Club. And she's like, wait, yes, I do. I want to go with Beckett. I'm like, okay, then you better do it. You know? So I feel like I'm trying to use other tools. Like we said before, we don't spank anymore. We don't do timeout typically. We do take breaks from each other. Like I'll make her go and have some quiet time on her own if she's being really obstinate or whatever. But I don't call it like a punishment. You know what I mean? I try not to use like punishing things, but I also want her to behave properly in public and with me. And I don't want her to speak to me in a certain way. So, but I'm trying not to make the same mistakes because I do feel like that creates a culture of like oppositional behavior. Like, cause definitely when my mom was like, no, I was like, oh yeah, like I'm definitely doing it now, you know? So it's a hard balance, right?
It can be so tricky. Yeah. And I think too, like a lot of times, like we had super involved moms and like, so like sometimes we can think that like we were talking about at the beginning, like motherhood can feel all consuming, but it's like, does it have to be, or is it like, that's just like what we saw?
Is that the control
and
part?
That's like, or like, that's the part like where we feel like it has to be all of us in order to be like good moms. Like that's like this message. Like, I think a lot of times like society gives us, right? So like we don't really feel like we have a choice, or like we talked about in the first episode, like you feel guilty if you go do things like on your own. So I just, yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, for all that guilt you feel, like this weekend, us being away for like literally 12 hours, like felt so good to spend time with her yesterday. Like I was a good mom yesterday. You know what I mean? I felt very rested, very involved, very able to put up with her sassiness. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like there are benefits to that as well.
Oh, for sure.
Like taking time.
You need that time.
Yes. And whereas my mom, even sometimes she'll be like, wow, you're going out again on a weekend? Like, well, like, and I'm like, it's been 5 months. Like, what are you talking about?
It's so
like,
different.
It's so different. She's like, well, I never went out when you kids were little. Like, I'm like, maybe not, but maybe you should have. I don't know. Like, it just is like, it's a totally different mindset,
Yeah,
like,
no. And I just wonder how much it like affects us unconsciously, right? Of like that
totally
of like how much.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like you think of a good mom and you think of your own mom, the way she parented you. And I do think my mom was a great mom growing up, and I want to emulate that. But there's also things that I will not take that she did,
Totally. Yeah. Yeah.
And I want my daughter to feel safe and to feel confident. And my mom did provide that for me. Like I was very confident and felt safe, 99% of the time. So I feel like some of her tactics worked, right? So
it's hard, right?
It is very hard.
No, like perfect option, and every kid is like so different. I feel like mine are so different. Like creating an environment where they like both get what they need is really challenging.
Yes,
they're so different. Yeah.
I mean, and then also talking about like so when you were younger, you had like maybe hobbies and stuff because you didn't fill your time with your children. Like I feel like what does anyone out there, right, do with their hobbies or their creativity? Like how does that outlet come out now?
Yeah. I feel like a few years ago, and I think too, like when they're really little, it feels so hard. And I think even like moms now, I see like, I have a friend, she has 4 kids that are 7 and under, and it is so hard. And like, there's a part of us that's like, oh, why is it this hard? Like it's supposed to be hard. They're so little. They're constantly needing things. Like it's so physically demanding when they're that little. And I don't think like we have like the support we need to thrive as moms. Like there's like absolutely that. And there's a part of it, like, I think I remember someone being like, oh, what do you do for hobbies? Like at a work thing, like years ago. And I was like, I don't understand
have
the question.
Any hobbies.
Like, what do you, I literally don't have time to like,
no, I work,
take a shower.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, I don't have a hobby, but I feel like now, like mine are older and I have made like a really conscious effort to spend time doing things I like.
Yeah.
Even if it's like, sometimes I'll read for 5 minutes and it's like, I didn't read a book for like the first 3 years that they were alive.
So
and
it's
I
funny
love
that
reading.
you said that's hard. So for me, my daughter as a baby up until like the age of 5 was like the easiest job for me. It's like, it was so opposite. Like so I felt like that time was so easy. Like I was like, oh my God, like the baby stage, like being up on that did not bother me.
I
like,
love the baby stage.
I loved all that.
I'm with you.
The
like
toddler, like running after her, like a little toddler, like
toddler. I can't do toddlers.
It didn't bother me at all. I loved it. And I watched Connor during that time, like on Mondays. Like I loved that time. It was so easy for me. Now it's like the hardest job I've ever had in my life. Like it's the oppositional, it's the little person, it's the challenging me every day. And sometimes she can be so annoying. You know what I mean? And like the annoying things like tapping, like, or she'll be like, you know what I mean? Or she'll bounce the ball, her basketball in the house. I'm like, we don't bounce basketballs in the house. Go out in the deck. But the deck is right there still. And it's still just as loud.
It's noisy. It's loud.
I'm like, oh my God. Like, and I just need some like quiet. And like, I never have quiet.
So your hobby can be just sitting in silence.
I mean, there is never silence though when she's around, ever.
I think that's fair. Like, yeah.
And my mom said I was the same way, so I'm scared for my life, to be honest with you. Like,
you think it's just continually going to get harder?
I 100% think it's going to continually get harder.
But I think
because those books, taking away books or taking away the Weymouth Club aren't going to work eventually. She's not going to care what I say. And I don't know how to make that switch to make her care what I think and what I say. You know?
Well, I think something that I've learned that I think is like so helpful is like around like connection capital. So like I find it
hard to connect with her a lot.
Yeah, we think we need to control their behavior. But what we
it's about
actually
the connection,
need, because people are like, oh, my daughter doesn't listen or my son doesn't listen. It's like if you yelled this is like a Dr. Becky example where she's like, if you yelled like, hey, there's an ice cream sundae party,
they would
like,
be listening.
No one has a problem listening. So it's not actually a listening
it's so
issue.
True.
It's a connection issue. And like one thing, like you only have what? So like you probably do spend a lot of one-on-one time with her, but that like a lot of people will say like spending like one-on-one time where you join your child's world, which I thought this was super hard when I first did it. So you basically play with them. You ask 0 questions.
Can I tell you about playing?
Do you hate playing?
I hate playing. I hate it.
I get that.
I love my child so much, and I hate playing. She's like, Mommy, will you play with me? And I'm like, when she asks me, I cringe and die inside. I'm not joking.
Those feelings are real.
I don't want to play. I don't want to. I'll color with you.
That's playing. That counts.
Well, but she doesn't want to color at that point.
She doesn't want to
She
color.
wants to play a game.
Like,
she wants to play like
pretend?
Nope, like Twister. Or like,
I can do games.
No,
I'm not great at pretend.
No, I don't want to play Twister.
Get Zingo. We just started playing Zingo. So great. And
I like headbands.
Sight words.
Headbands is good.
Okay. So you
put
could
this like contraption on your head, and it's like a thing, and you describe it. And I like charades. But like, or she'll be like, can you play school with me? I'm like, what? She wants me to sit in the floor with her. And I'm like, I need a beanbag, a chair, a couch. Like, I'm not sitting on that hardwood floor. I just can't do it.
It's so hard.
It makes me feel like
the most effective way.
I know.
You're joining
and I do it sometimes.
And your feelings are valid. You need to validate your feelings.
I do it sometimes, but like a lot of the time I feel so guilty because I'm like, I don't want to play. I don't want to.
Well, I think so. Like, I don't know why we feel that way. Like, right. Some people say it's because like it was shut down in us as kids. Like, were you like a free spirited player as a kid? I made schedules for my dolls. So I don't think I mean, I
played with my dolls by myself in my room.
Yeah. So it
by
wasn't
myself.
Like you didn't have a parent. Like,
I didn't have a parent joining me. No.
And I think there is something to be said about like back then, like you go out in the neighborhood and like play with all.
I played with my friends.
A lot of different kids of all different ages.
Like, red light, green light. You know,
and they
all
need
those.
that too, right?
Mother May I?
Yeah. I think it's just like finding the ways to connect with them.
I also had a brother. So with an only child, it's very difficult. Like my mother would be like, go play with your brother, you know, and we would play together. But like without anyone there, it's like you're all they have.
You're the only playmate unless they have a friend. Or
right.
Luckily she has a cousin that's close.
But he's not at their house every day.
Right.
You know, like, so
it's a lot of pressure.
I mean, we see him a couple times a week, but like, it's a lot of pressure and it feels like very overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like to be like the end all be all for your child. Like
I totally get
for
that.
Entertainment, you know?
Yeah. No, I totally get that. It can be a lot for sure. So what are some of your hobbies?
I don't have any hobbies, to be honest with you. I mean, we love to sing. That's a good thing. Like we always do karaoke in our basement.
Karaoke?
Well, no, we do it in our basement. We have a karaoke machine now.
That's really fun.
And we've had it for a couple of years and we just love, that's like, and my daughter loves to sing and she's really good actually. So we love to do that. What else do we do for hobbies? I really don't have any hobbies anymore. I don't really do anything aside from take care of my child and work and podcast now.
Yes.
I guess that's my hobby. But like, I feel like I used to like work out. I used to make time for all of those things. And it's really hard to make time for all that stuff, you know? So like
we went to
figuring
the
out
gym twice.
We did. But like figuring out who I am now and like who I was, like, I don't think I'm ever going to be who I was, but like, who am I now? It's like, I'm still trying to figure that out. It's like also like kind of rediscovering yourself. Like, what does that look like? You know,
it's such a good point. Cause I do think too, sometimes you try to like reclaim certain things and you're like, I don't actually like this anymore.
Yeah.
But you're
totally
like, but
true.
I did. So like, what's wrong? Or like finding
or
new things.
What do we replace that with? You know, because although you want to like lay in your bed and watch TV, it's not really healthy, you know?
I mean, some days that's the best you can do. Right?
I mean, yeah.
But I think, it can be so beneficial, I think, to try new things.
Yeah, I definitely think that. I mean, I'm trying to say yes to more. I was glad that I said yes yesterday to the Scituate Lighthouse because that was fun.
I know.
Even though initially I was like, what? We're driving around in the bikes in a parking lot with the cars going by. Like my daughter's never been on a road with a car ever.
It was my 80s
So I was like, oh my God,
style.
what? I was like, what are we doing? But like, and even Kim was like, wait, is this, okay. And then we got more comfortable and it was fine. It was totally fine. And it was, I feel like a good experience for them to like drive around with cars coming. Like they had to be more aware. Like they should know how to do that stuff.
That's
like I literally like My mom opened the door at like 9 a.m. in the summer or 8 a.m., whenever it was, and was like, go play. I'll see you at 6 p.m. Like we came home for lunch, but like she did not want us in the house at all.
I've been super conscious of that lately, like finding ways. I think especially my oldest is like a tween, as she says. I just feel like, yeah, if we don't build in those opportunities to like learn those
She's
skills,
going to be very under.
I just want them to be, and I think it also does help with like what you're talking about, the like connection piece, because like it shows that we trust them, and we're also doing it in a way that's like somewhat controlled
and
or like
safe.
we feel safe. It's like, yeah, it's like on your edge of feeling safe. But I think if we don't do it, like I don't want to end up with a teenager who like
doesn't know how to ride a bike
know how
down
to do
a road.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. And I do think we need to provide more opportunities for my daughter to grow up. You know what I mean? Like a little bit, because she is like very coddled and very spoiled, you know, but I feel like she is an only child. So like,
yeah,
I mean, I feel like that's inevitable.
And they like still are little. I think
they are little.
Yeah.
I mean, 7 is little. My wife made this song up. Did I tell you about it? It's called One More.
Yeah.
And it's like, one more. Why can't I have one more? And then she'll be like, oh, yes, you can have one more. And then she'll be like, thank you, Ma. 2 more. Why can't I have 2 more? And then like, it's like all the way out, because my wife calls her the one more child, because she always wants one more. And it's like, it's so funny but I'm like, do I want to raise a spoiled child? But like, I don't consider her spoiled because she asked very politely. Right. But it's still like, okay, but when does that become too much? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want my child to come off like a brat.
Well, I think it depends on like the intentionality behind it, right? Like, I don't like, yeah, I think like if you're being conscious about like how you're choosing.
I'm trying.
Right. I think then
it's hard to say no though, isn't it?
It's so hard. Well, you're a no person. It's impossible for me to say no.
So I'm a no person, but to my daughter, when she asks me for something, I find it really hard to say no to her, because like what she's asking for is like a new book or something. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
She doesn't ask for like a PlayStation or like an iPad or like a laptop. It's like, can I have this notebook? Thank you, Amu. I'm like, you want thank you, Amu? It's like about this elderly woman who makes stew and the neighborhood smells it.
It's a really good book.
It is. And then they all come over and they eat all of her stew, and then she goes to eat it and it's empty. And then, but she has another knock at the door, and everyone brings her like thank yous. So they bring bread and like food, and like the little boy brings a card. It's such a great message about sharing. And I was like, yes, I'm so grateful that I brought her that book, you know, but like, it's always like a new book every week, I feel like, but it's like, I don't mind buying her a new book, like, cause that will keep her, you know, interested and engaged and
you're teaching.
Yeah.
Like, there's,
and she's reading now, so it's good. But like, I struggle with the fact of like, okay, what kind of child do I want to raise? Do I want to raise a child that's spoiled? But like, I don't think buying her a book is spoiled, but like, what happens when it becomes like, can I have an new iPad? I want a new phone. I want this app. I want this. I want that. You know what I mean? Like,
it's hard like finding the balance.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
This episode is brought to you by J&B Healthy Hair Salon. Are you tired of hair that just won't cooperate? At J&B Healthy Hair Salon, we believe beautiful hair starts with healthy hair. Whether you're natural, relaxed, curly, straight, transitioning, or somewhere in between, our expert stylists are here to nourish, protect, and transform your crown. From hair extensions, foils, and color, to deep treatments and protective styles, we don't just style your hair, we heal it. Because your hair deserves more than just a look, it deserves love. Come feel the difference at J&B Healthy Hair Salon, where healthy hair is always in style. Located at 1108 Main Street, Wakefield, Massachusetts. Find us on Instagram and Facebook at JB Healthy Hair Salon and at jbhealthyhairsalon.com. Your hair, we care. So, how do you reconnect with who you are? Like, what do you do?
So the biggest thing for me has been breath work, because part of like the
breath work.
I know my breath work. Part of it is
I just picture you like
no,
like literally like breathing away. Like, I don't know.
There's so many different styles. This style is super gentle. I do rebirthing, breathwork mastery is what it's called. And a huge, it's basically the process is that you set an intention. So you get really clear. And a lot of times people like, we're talking about like, know what we don't want.
Yeah.
Right. So we're like, oh, like I don't want to like not have a hobby, or like I don't want it to be loud all the time. but it can be harder to connect into like what you do want.
Mm-hmm.
So you spend like a good amount of time like connecting into like what you do want. And it can be like something like literal, like I want like 15 minutes of alone time every day.
Okay.
Or it can be like a way you want to feel. So like I want to feel like joyful when I'm hanging out with my child. Something like that. So you set an intention and then you breathe and you either move closer to the intention in the breathwork session, or a lot of stuff comes up that's in the way of that intention. So like if it was like, I want to spend 15 minutes like alone a day, right? Like so many, you can't control what comes up. But like basically what comes up is like from your subconscious, like all the reasons that are blocking you from actually spending the 15 minutes a day, right? Because we feel like it's like, why wouldn't you just choose that? Like it's easy, like you could choose it, but there are like legitimate reasons like in your unconscious that are blocking you.
Have you ever tried? So my wife does this thing with my daughter. When we can't make up our mind about something, she'll ask us to close our eyes and answer the question by closing your eyes while you're closing it. And then like your body will move forward if it's yes. Or backward if it's no. And it really happens.
Yeah, you can use a pendulum
It is
too.
literally crazy.
It's so crazy.
And it does work. And like sometimes I don't even know what my answer is until I do this exercise. And I'm like, oh,
yeah,
I want to do this.
And you can also, I used to do this when I was a waitress before I knew anything about any of this. Yeah. But like if someone was deciding between two things, I would be like, okay, close your eyes. Like imagine you're eating the first thing. Is that what you want? Like, are you excited about it?
I would like love to work alongside with you. You're so weird and like in tune with stuff. Yeah. Like I feel like it'd be so fun.
Yeah.
And you know that person probably like takes that with them to this day.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah. But I think you can't, like, so much of our wisdom is in our body if we just take the time to like drop in and connect to it.
Yeah.
So I think that like breath work has been my anchor to like figure out what I actually do like. And I also love breath work. So that is, yeah.
Have you tried any of your old hobbies again?
So yeah. So reading, I've always like been obsessed with reading and I do really love it still. I recently joined a book club and I'm super excited about it. And we're reading the Emily Henry book. Like,
I thought the book club was like literally when a bunch of people just got together and drank wine.
Yeah, it basically is.
And the book is on the table.
But there's also a book that some people will read. I'm going to read it. Okay. Some people might not read it. And that's cool too.
Do I want to join this book club?
It could be fun. I think book clubs, yeah, if that's what you're into. I don't.
When do they meet?
We meet, I don't know. We haven't really determined
that.
Oh. It's like random. Our next one's like in July.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not super over scheduled. Everyone's busy with the summer.
I like that.
But yeah, so definitely like that has been the biggest one. Yeah. What about you?
I don't know. They say like you're supposed to do something for yourself, like not your partner, just on your own. But like I have a very hard time doing things on my own, even though I'm very independent, very opinionated. Like my wife will like go to dinner by herself, or she'll like go to the store by herself, and like I hate being by myself anywhere.
Okay.
But I like being by myself, if that makes sense.
Like you want to be by yourself at home?
By myself.
By yourself. You want everyone else to leave?
Yes. It's very odd.
I think that's reasonable.
But like I would never like go to somewhere and like grab a drink by myself. I would never go to a restaurant and eat like lunch by myself. I would never go. I mean, I'd go shopping by myself, I think.
I feel like I didn't used to, but I like to be by myself a lot. So I'll go anywhere by myself,
But like I would rather not go than go by myself.
Go by yourself.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
Well, I feel like it's one of those things like, is that just an arbitrary rule? Like if you find something that's fun and fills you up and it's not by yourself, I think that's like, why not do that?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know.
And I think it's also okay to just tell everyone to leave the house and you want to be alone.
Yeah. I mean, but that never happens. My wife works from home. My daughter's there in the summer. I mean, when she goes to school, but like I'm also supposed to be working, too. Like when I have clients at the house. So I try to book clients at the house when my daughter's at school. So it's like, it's difficult for me to like, and by not feeling guilty about it. Cause like if I'm home and like I don't have anything going on, like Kim would like walk by the bedroom and be like, what do you got planned for today? And I'm like,
nothing.
And she's like, oh, must be nice. And I'm like, I literally want to be like, F you.
Well, it's just remembering it's their stuff too, right? Like
you're just jealous, but like, but also like, I don't know.
I get it. It's hard. It's really hard.
So I
It's
feel
super
guilty.
hard.
It's like a guilty feeling for doing something that you need or enjoy,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
And what if what I enjoy is just sitting here doing nothing for right now, you know?
Yeah.
But like, I'm always doing something. So like when someone sees me like that, they're like, what's wrong? Something wrong? Are you doing something? Like, what do you got planned? Is anything going on? Like, it's a weird thing, but like, maybe it's just me. Like, and I don't want to talk. I don't want to have to explain it either, you know?
Yeah. Part of it maybe is just like claiming that's what you enjoy.
Yeah. But then that makes me feel even like sleazy, you know?
But why?
I don't know.
Right. I think, yeah. I mean, we have a society that like hates rest, right? I think so many of us learned that like resting is like weakness.
It's
or
gross.
Like,
it's turtle. It's snail. It's sloth. You know.
God, but I love turtles.
I know.
I have a turtle.
I know. I cannot believe you have another pet in that house.
Yeah, that was unexpected. But yeah, I think like part of it is also just like reclaiming that like resting. We don't need to earn rest.
Yeah.
Right.
It's okay.
You don't need to earn it. Yeah. It's just part of being a human. And it actually does. I mean, if you need it to like serve efficiency, it does actually like make us more able to be efficient and do what we need to do.
So I think we need to let go of the guilt and prioritize when we prioritize ourselves, you know?
Totally.
And not be, I mean, and understand you can still be a good mom and still miss who you were.
Right.
That's
totally.
okay.
Yeah. And I think this season of life is just super demanding, but just remembering that you still matter outside of like all your roles.
Totally. You're not just the title, you know, you're a whole ass person. You should go find her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. So a reminder, you're allowed to want more. You're allowed to dream big. You're allowed to take up space. You're allowed to sit alone in silence. Even if there's a sock stuck to your shirt.
Yeah. Or cat hair or anything else. Like, cause 99% of the time when I lay in the bed, I have cat hair on me.
Yeah. Yeah. This episode is brought to you by Minot Mist, a center where connection, education, and wellness come together to guide you on a journey of self-discovery, inner peace, and authenticity. Located in North Scituate at 344 Gannett Road, Minot Mist is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come as you are and explore one of our daily flows. 30 to 50 minute mini workshops designed to help you reset, reconnect, and rise. Whether you're looking for grounding, movement, awakening, or something in between, this Soul Energy Gym is your space to work out energies that no longer serve you and work in energies that do. We also host deeper workshops, retreats, and private experiences, from corporate wellness to birthdays and group reset days. Enter through the blue doors in the middle of the building, head up one flight, or take the elevator and step into something beautifully different. Visit minotmist.com or find us on Instagram and Facebook at minotmist. Or better yet, stop in and feel the shift for yourself. Thanks for joining us today. We know your time is valuable and probably interrupted, so we're grateful to be a part of your chaos.
Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss our next episode.
Leave us a review if you loved it. Or even if you didn't, we can take it. We've survived toddler tantrums.
Barely. Namaste, bitches.